We've moved house.
We've moved house. Are we on now? Is that recorded?
Testing. And we have new microphones. We should handle the peak.
Yeah, these microphones are absolutely awesome, to be fair.
Yeah, you've got a big mouth.
Yeah, I've got a... Thanks, man.
So, welcome back to Radical Reefers together again.
Yes, together again.
We've had a weird 4 weeks, haven't we, really?
What, is this our apology that we're doing because we've not followed up with the video of the tank?
Everyone knows who's been working the hardest on the channel.
Yeah, he's just been reposting his Instagram videos.
So we owe you an explanation and an apology. Andy, since Andy went to Egypt, Andy was going to Egypt to find some new coral.
So I went snorkeling, diving, everything in Egypt, which was brilliant. You went on holiday as well?
On a family holiday, yeah, and it was nice. And then we came home and we've both had a bit of a bug that's just going around, a winter bug.
I had Pharaoh's Revenge.
And we've moved, Andy?
We've moved the tank. I've got a lot going on in the back with tropicals, and I thought it would be a lot easier to have the tank in the front where everybody can see it. So as customers come into the shop, they can see what we're doing with the YouTube channel as well. But the other thing is, you know, we're focused on it while we're in the shop looking after it and everything. And the weekly videos, I can't wait to do what we're going to do with this tank, man.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's a really tough season for me as well because obviously it's getting colder and the dolphins produce more hair, so I'm kind of here, there and everywhere, so I haven't been able to get over. So everything's okay at the minute. I will be back weekly.
You're shaving dolphins together.
And unfortunately, my workload just goes through the roof. So I'm okay for now. I've caught up, all right? So we're back to it, today. We stick to it now.
Good.
Gosh. Anyway, we're back. So the plan is today we're getting this wet.
We are.
And we are going to talk a little bit about bacteria.
We are. Cycling,
and we're going to talk about your first fish.
First fishes.
And we did a video, me and Haldora, on our 5 favourite fish.
You did, I remember.
And they will go in, one of those groups of fish will go into this today.
Yeah, dead on,
So let's rock and roll. Yeah. So talk us through, Andy, where we're at.
Okay, so we have got a Reef Factory Reef Flare Plow.
Reef Factory Plow. If you've not seen the plows, these are new. Reef
Flare Pro, which is the new, well, it's not new, it's been out a couple of years now, but the Pro L is a great light. You know, we sell Reef Factory, we sell Ecotech, you know, we sell AI. Nobody makes a bad light. Yeah, they just all have different pros and cons, if you like, and I don't think I can say anything bad about any of them. Yet they all will do the job. All of them will grow SPS, all of them will grow softies, all of them will make your tank look great, simple as. Spectrum wise, they're all, if you par test, if you look at Steph's video with the ITC par checker, what's it called, Powerwise, you can tune your spectrum and everything with that, and you can make sure your light is actually doing what it needs to do. We're using just a simple Jacod pump on the back, and return pump that's in this chamber here. I don't think you'll be able to get in. Okay, so this is a 380 litre tank, and we're using a 8,000 litre pump. That 8,000 litre pump will give us, you know, at least kind of 10-15 times turnover once it's all in, which is what you want for a marine tank. Some people will want 20, some people 10. You know, you want to make sure your pump is capable of doing the right amount of turnover through the sump for you guys. Some people run it slower, some people run it faster. It all depends on what media you're using. And then media-wise, we're going to put bio balls in. Like we said before, we're going to put the MaxSpec bio balls in the back, and they're just going to go into the middle chamber.
Here's some we made earlier.
They're just soaking away. Okay,
these are mature, aren't they? They were already...
Yeah, so they've come out of one of the tank's mature sumps that we've got.
Nice.
So that will help with cycling as well. You don't have to do that. The way we're doing it at the moment is obviously as if it's a brand new tank, but I'll use the mature bio balls to kick this off, so you're not going to see majority of the ugly stage over the next few weeks when we're going through everything, really. Easy.
We'll see about that. Hold you to that, Andy.
Trust me, there won't be.
Then we just whacked the TMC.
Okay, we're just keeping it simple, stupid. So the TMC 300 watt heater here is fine for this tank at the moment. I might decide to put some titaniums on it. You know, DD do the Shago titaniums with a heat controller as we go. But at the moment, I'm just keeping it simple for the video.
To be fair as well, the shop's always at an ambient temperature.
This is the thing, this shop is always at 25 degrees.
Yeah, so it's not a big deal here, is it?
Yeah, so what we'll do is, you know, I might put a heat controller on it of some description. That might be a Reef Factory one, a DD one, I don't know yet. but we'll work that out as we come to review stuff. You know, we might review a bit of equipment in a few weeks' time. Yeah, and at the end of the day, you want to review it and see it working on a tank, we'll add it on. And if you guys at home want to see something that we want, you know, if you want to see a piece of equipment specifically on the tank, ask us, we'll do it. It's bacteriums.
Well, this is my favourite.
Do you know what?
I love Colony.
I've used Colony on every single tank install that we've done.
Yep.
Every single tank in here, no issues whatsoever. Loads of different bacteria. I mean, loads that do cycling, but we do, you know, two particular ones, which is Fritz Turbo Start.
Yeah.
Okay, and Colony. Turbo Start is very, very concentrated and has to be kept in the fridge or it dies. Colony is able to be kept on the shelf normally. It doesn't need to be kept in the fridge.
No.
Both work a treat, guys. Absolutely brilliant.
So without further ado, let's get wet. It's just falling into coral table.
Right, Steph, so I need to get the bio balls into the middle chamber, mate.
So these are already...
yeah, they've come from a clean system, so they've come from our cleanup crew system.
Nice.
Yep, so all fully cycled, you know, so they can go in. Now, obviously, you're not going to do this as a normal hobbyist. I'm only doing it because what I want to see is this cycle quickly for videos over the next few weeks.
We've got a lot of making up to do.
Yeah, we've got a lot of making up to do. This is pretty cool.
The tank is wet. We've done it.
Very nice. Obviously, there's a slight bit of cloudiness from the sand when it's gone in.
Yeah.
So,
not that bad though.
Yeah, it's not. And you know,
bad.
I'm going to get some floss in a little bit, and we'll clean it up and everything, and you know, that'll really make it crystal clear. After a couple of weeks, we might bang some carbon in as well.
I want to just talk about why, because a lot of these all-in-one systems come with carbon, and people stick carbon in straight away. Not a good idea.
Yeah, no.
Not a good idea.
Just a lot of the stuff when you do a basic setup. I mean, there's old school reefing and new school reefing. Just keep the carbon out of it for a few weeks, unless you need it. You know what I mean? And carbon is a last touch to kind of make the water nice, and clear. But we need to cycle first, and it's going to go through all sorts of hell while it's cycling. You know, you're going to get bacterial blooms. You're going to get all sorts happen, different algae growths. You're going to see things like diatoms appear on the sand bed. And, you know, when I say diatoms, a lot of this stuff you guys can go and Google.
So the tank's up, it's wet, it's heating up, the water temperature is at 23 degrees.
23.
So we are on track for what we want to do tonight.
Why am I holding the camera when there's a perfectly good tripod behind me?
Because we want POV. We're going to have a quick check of the salinity. And that is pretty much, that's perfect.
Yeah, it's 1.24. I mean, it's 1.24, 1.25. It'll be 1.25 by tomorrow with the condensation. Temperature's coming up fine. When you're cycling, also, just so you're aware, you don't want zero phosphate. The bacteria that these products use, so Colony and Fritz, requires a bit of phosphate in the water, otherwise cycle doesn't happen. You know, cycle is vastly reduced in terms of time frame. So ensure you've got a little bit of phosphate in your tank as well for the cycle to work properly. Smell that.
Oh, God.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
There we
Let's go. Wow. Look at that.
It's mental, isn't it?
I've heard some great stuff about it.
Yeah, so I'm just going to do that. So we're at 24 degrees anyway in the tank. We're just making sure we get all the bacterial flocks out that are in there by kind of just doing that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool. Okay, so we need to activate the bacteria now. So that's currently floating around in the tank.
Yeah.
And it's looking for ammonia to eat. Okay.
And how do we get ammonia into a tank?
Fish excrete. Fish excrete ammonia through the gills and the skin.
Fish don't we?
No. So what they do is the ammonia comes out of the fish. So both of the products need roughly 25% stocking to get your tank cycled. So what fish do you want to put in?
I want to put in an emperor angel and a powder blue tack.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
So I think we go with good old clowns. Do we have any clowns in the shop?
I've got some beautiful clowns in the shop.
Okay, so clowns. I think everyone would agree that's the best fish to start with.
Got the initial spike with the cycle, guys, and what I really want you to do, and like I said, we're not going to just go into information galore on this channel. You need to have a look at probably something like BRS TV and look at the nitrogen cycle.
Yeah, they've got so many good videos.
So many good videos with the guys at BRS, and if you watch about the nitrogen cycle, you'll understand what you're measuring. You're measuring ammonia. Eventually you can measure nitrite and nitrate, but if you start off by measuring ammonia, you're not going to go wrong.
As a rule, Andy, you would agree, I'm sure, that if you've got if you're reading nitrates and zero ammonia and zero nitrate, you can assume that you're pretty much done.
You tank cycled, yeah.
These are two really nice clowns.
These are a beautiful pair of clowns. And what we want to do is obviously acclimatise them into the tank. So what I do is add a little bit of water into the tub that we're doing there. You know, kind of every 5 or 10 minutes for about 20 minutes, just to make sure there's no shocks with, say, pH value, temperature,
salinity,
KH value, salinity, all that kind of stuff, because everything's going to be different. One of the other things as well is your LFS may use copper. Okay, so make sure that you don't put that in your tank as well. Now, copper's a really good product for keeping parasites at bay and killing parasites, especially when it's run at the right levels.
Especially when the fish come in, because they can be stressed and prone to infections.
Yeah, when their immune system's down, they're going to get some sort of, you know, parasites, diseases, whatever it might be. And the last thing you want to do is, I'm a bit risky here, having this on top of here on the tank.
Oh, no,
you wouldn't do this.
It's fine,
yeah.
no, it's fine.
But what we want to do is make sure these clowns come out into this water without having any of the kind of the coppered water go in there.
Pounds are ticking over there, we're almost ready with them.
You do realise as well, there is one thing that I need to say. Okay, one of the biggest mistakes people make with cycling is not following the 25% stocking rule. Okay,
Yeah, to be fair, it's not spoke about enough.
No, two clowns won't be enough to push the cycle through as quick as what the likes of Blue Shark Trading, Colony and Fritz want.
I'm just going to check the salinity in both there, just see how we're getting on with that.
Yep.
So we've got, there we go. And in here we are, as we were. So we're nearly there.
So that's at 1.24, that's at 1.25. These guys out of here.
There we go.
Okay, drip.
Take as much of that water off, and
in we go.
Perfect.
And then we shall also put her in as well. There we go, that's fine.
Radical clowns.
There we go.
They're in. They're in there, on the way. The cycle is in full swing.
Yep.
And they're lovely looking clowns.
Can you believe it? We made it into the Radical Reefers aquarium.
Sorry.
Some chromis. Yeah, some chromis. Easy done.
Andy loves chromis.
Yeah, I love chromis, but I'll get them in the tank in a little bit, no problems. And then this will all clear down by tomorrow morning. And then we'll start getting some coral in a couple of weeks, clean-up crew, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And we just need to make sure we do this with patience, because nothing in this hobby happens quick, other than cycling with bacteria.
Other than today. Success.
So give us a like.
Give us a subscribe. And remember,
there's plenty more
see in the fish.